Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our live coverage of the 2016 Tata Steel Chess Festival. I'm with Robert Riss. Welcome back,
Another
Robert.
handshake.
Another handshake.
Did we
You've been
play
on
a game,
board.
or?
I like it somehow, welcoming the guests. And we saw this game of Wesley So, Fabiano Caruana. The players have made a draw, and it's very instructive to see how it went. They finally reached a position like this, and very confidently you said that Fabi said now is the time to trade queens.
It's just a sign that he knows that it's a draw and he knows how to do it.
Yes. And let's see how he did it, because after all, it is an extra pawn. That was a little bit surprising. No, you're not in. You want to play G4 kind of thing, you know, so like you trying to keep. I think that after H5, it's an easier defense, I want to say. Yeah?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe G4 was a chance, because, well, if you play H5, well, I'll just take it. And, well, the knight will come to G3,
yeah.
and...
It's just a pawn. It's a double pawn, but it's a pawn.
But it's an extra one.
Yeah.
So, okay, so unfortunately, after H5, now black has almost an ideal setup. Still some suffering.
If you want to make progress, you have to trade another pawn. So that's why H5 was a good one.
Exactly. You reached this.
Wait a second,
Whoa.
knight E5 there.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah, just a little line. Doesn't make a big
It's
difference. But
important to point out that knight E5 check, there's one of these perpetual attacks. Or is it true?
No, I thought knight takes G4 is easier. Knight takes G6?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk. Pardon me. Not easier, necessary.
Yes, the other line is actually losing,
probably. Yes, the knight takes G4 would have kept the draw. Instead, we saw what move, and same idea to, and finally.
There's nothing you can really do here with white.
Just torture a little
Commit
bit.
yourself now.
And finally a draw agreed. Well, a very tough fight indeed, but a good one for a good result for Fabi as he stays in the lead. Now joined by Magnus along with Ding Liren at +2. Let us see what is going on in the game of...
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. We left it...
Around move 40, yeah, or earlier?
We have just seen...
King C2, actually. We looked at the other move.
We were looking at King D3,
yeah.
and we liked white's chances, actually. As I recall, we were saying that this would have been pleasant for white.
Yeah, but actually King C2 might also be
Yes?
a good move.
Okay. Knight D4 takes.
Okay, from structural point of view, it's just fantastic for white.
Absolutely.
It's like
all of these black pawns are weak.
Half a pawn, or it's a full pawn up, because of the double B pawns.
Double B pawns, yeah. So a nice position for Hu Yifan, and
that's a
really good pawn.
And there's another one on G5.
Happen. How did she lose an exchange though? Oh, she just captured. Oh, she's a little bit afraid of some counterplay with Rook C1.
Rook C2. No.
Wow. Okay, 3 connected passed pawns versus a rook. And let me get up to date on the...
I like this technique actually. I think it's...
You do?
You're not sure?
I'm less certain. 3. Let's see what has happened. Pardon me. Wait, that went really fast.
Yeah, maybe it's not that clear at all.
Not at all.
But the other line with the rooks on,
looked just wonderful for her. Yes.
I'm
Rook
not sure,
C5.
but otherwise, okay. This Rook C1, Rook C2 could be unpleasant. This B pawn is pretty far advanced, or?
It's counterplay, no question about it. It's counterplay. Wow, but did she really have to give up her
It's
whole
right to move here.
exchange?
What about knight? Can you play knight f4?
Yes,
Knight f4 is probably a good move.
certainly. Let us have a quick look at that one.
Yeah,
I'll
because
give you a check, of
yes,
course.
king d2,
I'll go check, of course.
king
King
d1.
d1, and now
okay,
I
you
have
cannot
to.
take on b2.
I have yes, exactly. Rook takes b2
Rook
walks
takes c5.
into this very nasty move, so I have to play a b6 kind of waiting.
Yeah, but then knight d3 is still playable.
Knight d3, king c4, being irritating, let's say.
Yeah. Not sure what's going on. Could be winning for black.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, probably knight e5.
Yeah, we'll
knight
make a
f-
draw by repetition
Yeah.
with knight e5. But so let us see what has happened. She changed, and
I'm not sure you can keep the free pawns at all.
well, that's
She
a
played
that's
knight
a.
d3.
I don't understand that move. If I oh, pardon me, if she had played here, the idea is, oh, sorry, new variation. The idea, of course, is to try to keep the integrity of the pawns for a moment. I mean, on a good
Not sure you're
day,
getting that far.
or I'm just trying. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Can
Yes. It's
Good.
either rook e1 or rook h1.
in either case, rook e1 or rook h1, I'm going knight f5. Yeah. And if you go here, I'm going back.
And rook e1.
And again, at least in this case, I've got the
And f4.
integrity
Yeah,
of my
yeah,
pawns,
yeah.
right? I've at least succeeded.
But still,
It's still-
I think it's difficult to.
Right, a very good blockading setup.
Yeah.
But maybe that might have been something, because now after rook f1, let me get updated on the game. Very important result for the tournament. Well, it's the same thing. I can play f4, but now I'm not very happy with the. This is
But
not.
doesn't it come down to the same? more or less?
It looks like the same line, the same variation.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that you're going to upset this enormously powerful king.
King d3.
Yeah, sitting here, sorry, on this magnificent square. I needed to uncheck.
It is like a zugzwang as well if they're king d3, because you're dropping a pawn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, black is
No,
holding.
Black is holding. This could be a big turnaround. Maybe she should bail out and just take the draw by repetition. Knight d3 check, huh?
Well, she can make a draw any moment, I think.
Any moment? Why? How else to make a draw? You just showed one zugzwang.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that it might be wise just to say, okay, knight d3, king d5, and the draw.
Wait a second. I
Please.
got some idea, but I'm not sure if it's that great.
Okay.
Where we are. It's okay. Start
F4.
with this move.
King came.
King here.
Yes.
Okay, knight c2.
Yes. Rook g1, I think we played.
Rook g1. g5.
And king came to d3.
Not sure it's gonna work. No, too late.
But
I was thinking about something like knight d4.
king takes and knight e6, perhaps.
If you play king e4, knight c5 is still a draw.
Yes.
And you get a pawn.
Yes. And if black plays for b6,
Yeah, then probably f5.
then f5 is your idea.
No, white could be winning here.
maybe. I'm not sure. King e4. Sorry, f6, rook f1. The
Maybe not
pieces are
very.
just the defending pieces are just very close. Yeah. Again, king f5 is a kind of a threat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No, not the
Probably,
ideal.
I think White should still be able to make a draw here.
Yes.
But it's not.
Not. No winning. No winning. And let us get up to date with the players. Just click on up, and this is where we are. So
Have they repeated moves already once, or?
I
No,
think
no.
they have.
No, they haven't repeated yet. This is
No.
the actual position.
This is the actual position. Well,
She's down to 6 minutes, actually.
Uh-huh. If I'm guessing right, this would be a big save for
Yeah.
Wei. And she has played f4.
F4, okay.
Okay, king
King
e4. And she's played
Knight
knight c2.
c2.
We're anticipating rook g1, g5, and we're anticipating king d3. Now, how
I like the way they play so fast.
yeah, they just get on with it,
Yeah.
right? You know. And this is where you suggested the idea of knight d4, king takes, and knight e6. But this isn't
Hard
really
to believe it's a real winning attempt.
right. If I don't play b6, but I just agree that we'll make a draw,
Yeah.
then I can do it maybe in the night in the simplest way. And next turn, I'm going to pin the pawn. You know, I don't like it to move, right?
No, G2 is not
Not
an
an option. No, you pin the pawn. It doesn't get away. On G2, it might get away, right? But on B1, you don't get away. And we have, in fact, the position on the board with king D3. So they've played all the moves that we anticipated. And who ye fun? Who ye fun? Perhaps realizing that her
Advantage is
dream
gone?
Exactly. But here there's a slight danger that you know, after here,
She has played 94, actually.
yeah. that suddenly there's three results that are possible. A while ago there was never any question that white was.
Nah,
It
once
was
you
two
get
results.
once you get a pawn on e3, I believe
And
you're not really playing for free results.
yeah. And we do have this. We do have. This is the position king takes e3 has just been played. We're anticipating knight e6, and again king e4 is the safe move. b6 is kind of the it's still a draw. King c4, king b5 will achieve the desired result.
I think he will play b6.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he'll play king c4. King e4.
We
pardon me.
still have to wait for knight e6. Obviously,
Yes,
but
of course. This is the position at the moment. Knight e6 has been played, and I think king e4 comes very quickly.
wow.
Yeah. I think knight c5 check now comes quite quite quickly as well.
She will realize that she has misplayed it.
Are you as impressed by Oyifan's results as I am? I think she's played a really marvelous tournament, undefeated.
I mainly recall her game against Navarra.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah.
But yesterday against Caruana,
Yeah, the win she missed. Yeah.
long, hard fought
She's
draw.
hanging in there with the guys. And,
Absolutely. And she's playing really good chess. I mean, I was surprised at her breakthrough in Gibraltar, where she, in a very incredibly strong open, tied for first, lost a playoff, as I recall, to Nigel Short.
I think so.
But nonetheless, the fact that she was first I mean, not just playing for the women's prize, which is considerable, but first in the
Yeah,
tournament, you know. And
King C4.
King
Okay.
C4 is what she's done. Okay, new variation, and I guess King F5 is, like I say, you know, just don't want to go too far with burning bridges here. Like, just for example, one line that could cause a terrible accident. Oops. This would be really egregious, and suddenly it's black who it gets the whole point. So yeah, you don't want to overdo it. And after king, I think this is the position on the board after king. No, she's played king c4, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
King C4 is on the board, right?
And now I'm expecting king f5.
Yeah, King. Rook
Oops.
G2?
King c4. Oh, pardon me.
Rook G2 looks a little bit strange to me. I mean,
Rook g2.
why would you do that?
Not sure. Not sure at all.
Very strange move to include it. Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
White
somehow
White can
I-
just play B4 for free. And
Yeah, no, somehow you want the rook very, very far, so there's no forking possibilities.
of course, but I just don't get it. Why? Because I think he will play King F5 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why to include these moves?
Ah,
Is there a
sorry,
trick?
yes, there is a trick. So if king f5, there was this trick.
Ah, okay.
Okay, thank goodness.
All this Chinese are playing for tricks.
So this is so the idea of rook g2 was that after b4, which was played, after b4, which was played, now king f5, there's no knight d4 trick ideas.
Very good technique. I take my words back.
They're playing very
Ah,
well, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, because knight d4 check would have been a little bit sorrowful. Now you have to go king g6 or king...
Pick an ugly square for your king. yeah.
Exactly. But now it's a very easy draw.
Yeah,
to be
probably knight d8 or.
Yeah. Well, knight c5, yeah? Well, you're going to lose the pawn one way or
Yeah.
the other. So...
Actually, can we have a look at Anish game?
Yes, absolutely. So this game...
Because I think they are still playing, or.
Well,
yeah, they're
remarkably enough, when we had left it ages ago, and it just looked hopeless. Queens
managed to
had
win the
just
pawn,
traded.
Get queens traded. Yeah.
So how on earth did Shaq?
Wait.
Oh, Shaq, in this position.
What if knight takes g3? There's knight f4, probably.
Knight takes g3, knight f4. Oops, excuse me. Knight f4. And there's if king f2, there's a nasty check on d3.
Yeah, if king h2, then knight takes g3.
Right.
Tricky knights.
Oh, those tricky knights. And so this did not happen.
So
Instead,
give a check first on h1.
well, that's also a question. Why didn't he take on g6? That looks pretty simple, but
Very strange.
rook
what's wrong with
h1
that?
check, bishop h... Okay.
Why not rook takes g6? Wait a second.
Rook takes
Did,
g6.
do we miss something?
I'm sure we are missing something. What on earth is it that we're missing?
Bishop f4?
Thank you. Bishop f4.
Very unique position. That both rooks are hanging.
Exactly. Well, even here, it almost feels like there's got to be, like a rook g7 and knight f6.
Mhm.
There's got to be some beautiful liberating tactic that wins. Maybe there isn't. So we have seen this
But actually, then something went wrong for white. I mean, white will.
allow the loss of the g3 pawn,
Or-
right?
It's still. It's too tactical. Okay, he has won a piece now.
Piece for a pawn. Well, I must say this is also
Yeah, maybe-
pretty convincing,
yeah.
no? Because the pawn on f4 is simply too strong.
Yeah, but sometimes there can be some ideas that you can trade the g pawn for the f pawn.
Yes,
So,
well,
I'm not
you have
sure.
to be vigilant not to allow that. That is a certainty.
Ah, but they shook hands here.
So it looks like, let us see what has happened when we left it here. Rook g2, just stopping any defending the bishop, I should say. And resigns.
Rook g3 is coming next.
Yes.
And if rook b1?
And if rook b1, maybe in the case of rook b1 here.
Ah, it's another
no,
Zugzwang.
No,
yeah.
no move, Zugzwang, yeah? You
Yeah,
move
if the
your...
rook moves, then rook g3. Yeah.
That's right. Wow. Okay, Anish has
Well,
returned.
finally, he's back.
He's
Yeah.
back. 50%. He's still in the hunt, but
Good win for him.
a good win. And freight train Magnus Carlsen is being unleashed as we end our coverage of the Tata Steel Tournament 2016 with a three-way tie for first.
Wait a second. There's
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so there. Let's have a look at the.
Hu Yifan game
yeah,
at the bottom.
What happened there?
We're about to see. We'll get updated on the moves. They too are about to finish.
They're about to finish.
Knight takes
Did-
b7, I think, has been played. Rook f4
Yeah.
check.
Okay, so they will shake hands as well.
Yes.
Rook takes b4. Ah, your style, yeah.
Yes. Very good. Very good. So Hu Yifan finishes with +1. So she's going to be trailing 3 players at +2. Fabiano, Magnus, and Ding Laren. Oh, we've got a special guest. Anish Giri. Welcome back. I mean,
Welcome back.
as in,
As in?
welcome back into the tournament.
Ah.
Today, you've certainly dodged a few bullets that were intent on killing you, but you've managed to save a couple of games.
Yeah, I was
so-
very lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Take us through today.
Qualifying was completely winning. Yeah, by the way.
Was she? At which moment did you think it was over?
Well, before she gave the exchange,
Yes.
I mean, this is not completely over. Is it necessary here?
Well, Rook C1 check, Rook C2, B6 was,
Serious? Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, remarkable.
I mean, like here it looks so
It's a-
harmless. This pawns. I mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
truly.
Well, I was wrong then. No, because optically it looks like you have all the pawns and you have just some miserable double pawns. But
exactly.
yeah. Well.
Well, it was really strange that suddenly, at a time that, for example, you would like to play, say, Knight
yeah.
F4.
I saw something like that. Yeah. And then
You-
b6 of your knight comes to d3. Yeah.
Precisely, yes. So you get something like this, and then, okay, already there's a small problem.
Yeah. Or do you want check maybe?
Yeah,
B6
and,
first, yeah.
and Knight D3, and
B1
suddenly...
Yeah. Yeah. I see. So it wasn't so easy.
It wasn't so
Anyway,
easy.
Let's
But
look at
you-
my game. Maybe I saw a little more there.
Yeah. Is this you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go from up top.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting opening. This line of Bishop D6 is popular nowadays because
Yes.
Magnus played it and Kramnik played it.
Mhm.
3 games. But B3 is of course very creative and it looks a bit unusual without the pawn on C6. But there were some ideas, and this is logical. Yeah, and now the strange thing was I played E3 to recapture obviously with the pawn,
Yes.
and later recapture with the knight, and that happened because I was. Wait, we're here, yeah, probably.
Yes, you have to tag it.
I was planning originally to do this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And pawn on c4 is sort of very dangerous to take because of knight e5, I think. But I think there's very strong move bishop a6.
That's annoying.
And yeah, I didn't see how to defend
Right.
this pawn simply. Yeah, and the problem was if I start with knight c3, a6,
Mm-hmm.
and queen c2 is no longer possible because of cd, d, queen c4. So my idea was that if he would be, if he would be really helpful and do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, e5, I have simply d5 and knight g5. And if
Nice.
he would go bishop b7, I could go d5.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot recapture because of some knight g5 things.
Right.
And a6 I just play e4, and at least I get some center. I can go e4. But cd is very strong because of this. So I was not very happy here. I think he should just play knight c5 and it's equal.
Right. That was what your countryman Le Ben
Yeah, well,
was suggesting.
he saw it as well, but he just thought he can be more clever, wait one move, because he wanted to wait for me to go knight c3 and then I can go knight e5.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. But I've gone knight b3, which I was anyway planning to do, and now bishop a5 is a strong threat. And here he had tried to go here. I thought at least to go for this forced line.
Okay.
Probably I have nothing better than takes. I have move c5, which is nice, because he
Mhm.
cannot take because
Check.
there is a counter trap. Rook d8. But he...
And you're ending up a
yeah,
piece ahead.
up, yeah. But he has knight e5. And it's not so easy, I think, with the knight still uncoordinated. But he
Mm-hmm.
didn't like this position and probably... well, it definitely looks better for white, but I thought this looked very sad for him. Yeah, here I was surprised with a few of his decisions, but anyway, probably white is having some
No, you're
nice
having some
advantage.
fun.
Yeah, because I mean, when I got this pawn to c5, it's a big difference.
Absolutely.
And then he here he made an
A quick question for
Mhm.
you, Anish. When you have played, he played b6, you played c6.
mhm.
The move knight f8 was a little bit of a surprise.
c5,
We
yeah.
thought knight c5.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the problem is that he okay, this doesn't work immediately because he's but the knight he thought might be a bit vulnerable, I guess. But in the worst case, I can do something like bishop b4.
Just very.
I
This
can
pawn on
exchange. I mean, I
c6
can just
is
exchange
huge.
the
Yeah.
knight at some point. I'm just better for white always, because the pawn on c6 is absolutely not a weakness because it's protected by all of my pieces and it's not attacked even once. So yeah, it looked much better, of course. And yeah, here he allowed c7, and I thought I should have more than that, but the problem is he has this nice bishop c7 move.
Yeah,
And then,
of
okay,
course
if
he
he
wants
kills
to.
e5, and it's not so
yeah.
easy to
He wants to
enforce.
blockade.
Yeah,
And should he have played, for example, instead of queen e7, pardon me,
yeah. I was expecting knight
h5
d5.
or
No,
some
h5
kind
is
of
losing
move?
because of knight b5 is a threat at the moment.
Ah.
Something like this looks very bad.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I think the knight d5
Ow.
was the
It
move I
is-
considered, because now knight b5 is not so easy, and I could just go queen b3, forcing the exchange, and it's a very nice position. But I thought he would play something like this. Try to go e5, but now I have knight b4, so it looks very nice for white.
Right. Long-term
Yeah, it's
suffering
not
for him.
so bad because bishop comes to c7,
Mm-hmm.
but I take exchange, and I think yeah, for a second I was a bit scared of knight g4, I think. And not here, I guess. Well, I'm actually here because now if rook b6, which is natural, I think that's queen d5. And the problem
Okay.
is, in time trouble, you're never sure if knight h2 is a threat or not. But I think there's a very nice move e4, which solves all the questions.
Uh-huh.
And there's nothing he can do. And yeah, in the game, I felt he could. I mean, I was worried he would pose some problems to my king, but it never really worked. There was some fun idea somewhere here.
Queen d5 we were looking at, I think.
I think here there was some fun idea like knight g4.
Uh-huh.
The problem is he cannot quite get it in. But suppose if he could,
Yes.
if I would have to take all of his pieces, this would be not that simple maybe. But because my king is a bit weak. But okay, yeah, I can just take on d8 here.
Right.
And if he takes first on d3, I'll just play any move here. Queen e4 or something. So
Check,
yeah, the lines are ridiculous, but basically it's something he should try to do in a time trouble. But it didn't work. So and once he is pushed back, also bishop b8 is. I mean, his position is just not. He has his down material because exchange and is not compensated by the pawn, and he doesn't have enough counterplay. My king is no longer weak. His knight on g6 is a bit misplaced. I was even considering to grab the pawn on h5, but I thought, why to trap my own rook on, but I was not so sure. But here I'm after queen b2, I'm already taking over, and I should have won here very fast, but
That was our thinking too. We were really shocked when we
I
came
really like to
back.
take my time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Clearly
I
so.
missed something. Well, actually, it's winning anyway. I was planning rook g6, bishop
Exactly.
f4, and with
Right.
rook on d8, I saw it there is rook g5.